Hello and welcome to today's session. Here we will try to vibe code something today a bit. It's a bit of experimenting for me. I did a bit of vibe coding with GitHub Copilot already, but today I want to try some more stuff, and maybe you can enjoy it as much as me. It's basically because in my professional environment, it's really difficult to vibe code or to use AI in general, just because of laws in Germany, which are not, maybe let's say they are not as up to date as I would like it. So you have to be very careful with customer data. Yeah, and that's why I'm trying most of that stuff on new projects, because new projects never have copyright issues if everything is open source. Yeah, well, that's not true, but my new projects don't have that. Yeah, and I just want to play around with it. So what I will try today is we will write a Vaadin app. This is my favorite Vaadin t-shirt. And I want to make a Quarkus app that also emulates some kind of story, some kind of game. I did that before with manual coding, and I had some fun with it because I want to program a game that uses AI to tell stories. And that's what I want to build today as well with Quarkus and Vaadin. And yeah, so that's basically the premise. Let's try out GitHub Copilot right now. Okay, let's get going. Let's move the view. Yeah, so today I'm on the left side of the screen because if we are using the agent, everything will be done here, and that's kind of a problem if my face is blocking the view. Okay. Yeah, let's just dive right in. So I have created empty repository at Johannes Rabacher, which says AI RPG vibe code. There's nothing in it, but I already checked it out in my GitHub desktop client, and I'm on the main branch, and there are no commits. And I opened that with my Visual Studio Code, and I have the agent chat on. I have to admit I'm using GitHub Copilot Pro, and I'm not really sure when some limit will spark, but you can see here, if you're using a different model, sometimes it costs more and sometimes it costs less. So this Opus, as far as I know, is quite the peak of AI coding right now, and that costs 3 times the normal amount. Yeah, but I have yet to discover the limits. So GitHub Copilot Pro costs me $10 a month, which is totally fine for playing around for me. So everything is fine. Okay, I'm gonna start with the prompt. But really, I would like to use ChatGPT to make a good starting prompt for me. So let's start with that right now. Okay, write me a prompt for an AI that should generate an application. It should be, let's do a list. Quarkus app using Vaadin as front end, using the newest Java version and Java and library versions, using LangChain for for AI calls. The called AI in the application should be exchangeable, right? Interchangeable. I think that's the right wording. I'm not sure. OpenAI is one of my things I'm using, or Llama, because I like that a lot. All right. The application should actually be a game. Okay. So it should be text-based, all right? So everything you do is you are doing it by text, by inputting text. It should be text. It should be an RPG where you control a hero. You are able to hire or gain followers and team members with whom you can talk, interact, or interact. I like that. You should, the core game should be moving in an open auto AI generated world, all right? Where you input, where the player inputs some prompt or action, and the story unfolds. There should be fights based on character, stats, yeah, right? Attributes like strength, intelligence, or agility. So I got a message. UArchis says, I use GitHub Pro plan, but some long code the agent stop problem. Wow, I fixed this. Not really following that. But yeah, I'm sure at some point it will stop. I had the problem, and we will have that as well, I'm pretty sure, that it says, well, I've been working for quite some time. Do you really want me to continue? But you can simply say yes, and then it goes on. And we will also try something else, not the Visual Studio plugin, but in the repository as well. We will check that out later. Let's get that prompt going, and then we can talk about other things, because the AI will do a lot of stuff anyways, and we can go on. All right, so there should be fights. There should be a lot of NPCs which are controlled by AI and have some agenda, like a goal, or can it give you quests? the goal of the game should be predefined at the start. Maybe slay a dragon, maybe save a princess, I don't know. Maybe save the world, right? World. Okay. It should be a fantasy setting. Please do all the communication with AI through agents, Lang 4J agents, and make team members participate in interactions with other NPCs. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay, so write me a prompt. Yeah. Let's try it. Opus 4.5, some only reloading but not responding. Oh, okay. All right. So most of the stuff I use is Claude Sonnet 4.5, which isn't the best and the latest, but it did a really good job for me. So we can try Opus later on. Of what I heard, it's the best thing out there right now. So maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So we have the prompt. Yeah, it's a bit more fleshed out. I think that's good. I don't know. Yeah, all right. So let's just put this in there and see what comes out. Make sure you are in plan mode. That's the most important thing as far as I see, because then it really researches a lot and gives you a plan. And if you are, well, you can adjust the plan, of course. And then if you're satisfied, you go to the agent mode and say, okay, now execute. And then it does tons of stuff. So let's just put it in there, right? And see what comes out. Yeah, I mean, the formatting, I guess if I would have copied this, yeah, this would have been better. Definitely. You know what? Just let's not get off on the wrong foot here. So if we can change that, yeah, let's do it. Bam. So here we go. The prompt. Yeah. Okay, let's do this once more. So it's doing a lot of thinking. Hi, Soldier Dan. But plan plus agent need too much premium credit. Yeah, so, okay. The reason why I bought this GitHub Copilot Pro is because you only have so much tokens for each month in GitHub Copilot. And after a while, you just run out. So that's why I had to do this. And as you can see, my premium requests are already at 40%. So I'm not sure if these requests will survive that session. But I did a couple of hours of vibe coding already while playing a video game. I enjoyed that very much because then, again, playing video games isn't that bad anymore if you're programming while you do it. 90% time I used only agent. Yes. So the planning mode, as far as I'm concerned, is more of a deep thinking phase, and you check if the AI understood everything correctly, and if it's good, then you good to go, and then you use agent mode and you do some bug fixing or feature checking, stuff like that. And if you are, I tried that because still there are some problems that you can't fix, because so if you want, I don't know, you have a text field and a button and you say put the text field under the button and it still doesn't do it, then after a while you can go back to the planning mode and then it's thinking more thoroughly about the problem and maybe then it fixes it. But yeah, it's always a bit shaky with AI. Okay, so that's interesting. I think the actual plan that it came up with is much smaller than the input I gave it. But let's see what's going on. Yeah, Quarkus Maven. I didn't say that I want a Maven project, but it does that. That's very good. I forgot that, because I can't do Gradle really well. Create clean architecture, sure. Implement doing domain model, yes. Oh, I didn't really think about the database. Well, let's see. Configure, yes. World agent, NPC agent, I like that. Game logic, NPC behavior, yes. Develop Vaadin UI, yes. With story text area, player input field, stats panel, team roster, yes. Quest tracker, I like it. Add configuration, add example. Yes. Documentation, further considerations, memory, yeah. Probably. Okay, so it has a couple of questions and I want to clean them up before it does anything. So answers to the considerations. So first of all, yes, NPCs should have memories. Store them. Shall we store them or no? Okay, yeah, we don't store them. Store them temporarily in as objects. Later on, we can store them using. Shall we use Juke? Yeah, I didn't have enough experience with Juke yet, so let's do this. Joakis says 300 premium requests, but I don't know how million token the give. Okay. I don't know how many tokens I have actually. I don't know. But it's quite something. But of course, so I had a meeting with somebody who does vibe coding like professionally, and he used Claude Code, which is $90 a month, and then you can have a lot of parallel agents doing a lot of stuff. And if you're doing that, I'm sure you will run out fairly quickly. Yeah, run out of tokens. Combat complexity, simple stat-based resolution or detailed action selection? No, not the detailed. Simple stat-based. I don't want this to be overly complicated. Yeah. Team member autonomy should auto-interact in combat or require player approval. Yeah, full autonomy. Let's go all in. Very well. So you see here, if we are done, then we can say start implementing. It will change into agent mode, and then it's go time. Okay, so it's writing all of this again. What I like to do, but didn't try out a lot, is open all that in an editor. So if we do that, it will create a file where this plan is inserted. And the basic idea is that you can change the plan by simply editing the file, which is pretty cool. But actually, I don't want to do that now anymore, right? Further considerations, initial game goal, suggest, yeah. User selects, no, random. Okay. Answers to the considerations. I'm afraid it doesn't understand otherwise. Random. 2. Team size has a max of 4. And 3. Stat system details. Think of something useful, like simple Dungeons and Dragons formula. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it will change the file. I hope it's changing the file. Yeah. Okay. That's what it's doing. Plan updated. That's quite cool. Steps, yeah. Decisions. Okay. So these are the decisions, and now we can execute. Now I don't have the execute button anymore. All right. But that's all right. We just execute. Now implement, I think. Start implementation. Okay, so now we are in agent mode. We say start implementation and it will do a lot of stuff. Usually it's really, really busy here. And we can then see that it's creating files and stuff like that. Save as prompt file, why not? Select the location. Yeah. Great. Okay, so we have our first file, and then we know what it does. Let me start with creating. Yeah, okay. So it will do a lot of stuff, and it will continue to ask me questions and ask for permission. Yeah. But I'll always say allow for this session because I just wanted to program around. So we exactly see what my last prompt has changed, and we can then, if it's done, select if we want to keep that or undo. But we are in the Git world, so we can undo changes anyway. Maybe just start with the prompt, created prompt. You know, I think that's not a bad thing. Yeah. So far, so good. Let's keep it running. Okay. One thing I wanted to say is I vibe coded this little program, On Demand AI's voice chat, which is Java program that runs in the task bar in Windows. It's only for Windows because I'm using Windows, and I was a bit egoistic about that. But what I can do is I can press a button, then it will listen, and if I press the button again, it will send the transcript audio to ChatGPT, generate the answer, and tell that to me. Because I just kind of wanted AI companion that if I am doing a stream, I can simply press that button and it will give me an answer. Like, let's see. So I can record, but I have a hotkey on F8. Tell me the best AI for coding right now. So now it recorded and now it's processing. I know that's very small down there, but it's a little icon and it's processing, and if it's done, it will tell me some answer. Damn it. Now it doesn't work. Just before I tried it and it worked. So maybe that's the wrong output again. Let's see. What's the best AI for coding right now? And it should tell me something. Oh, that's a pity. Okay, so that's not working right now. I really just tried it and it worked. Let's try this one more time because we have time anyways. There's a release for it, and you can download the zip, and yeah, it has 70 MB. Yeah, and you only need to set OpenAI API key as an environment variable. So it's not running local, but it's running on ChatGPT. Tell me the best AI for coding right now. Let's see, it's processing. Let's give it one more try. Yeah. What a pity. Okay. I'm still having, I have to work on it. Yeah. All right, but that would be a nice addition to my stream, I think. Yet it isn't. Let's just speak a bit and let it record, and maybe later on it will work. All right. What I have as well. So let's go back to this one. Okay, it's still creating a lot of stuff, a lot of
I'm
Java
here to
classes.
help with any questions or topics you'd like to discuss. However, just to clarify, our conversation isn't being recorded or stored in any way. I can assist with information, answer questions, or provide guidance on various topics. Let me know how I can assist you.
All right, that's pretty good. Okay, so now it listened. Maybe my audio was too small. So, can you tell me the best AI that's around for coding right now? Okay, let's try it one more time. Now with a good answer, hopefully. Yeah, it doesn't do it. It's just responding to, I don't know, to some gibberish. So you are only working if I'm not talking to you? Is that how it works now? But if you would be working, so it's like talking to an entity now. So if you would be listening, you could tell me the best AI for coding right now. Okay, last try, and then if it's not working, it's all good. Okay, here we have, yeah, it's not working. We have a lot of good stuff so far. It's created the POM. Okay, it's using Lombok, which I'm not a fan of. It's quite cool. I think the idea is cool, but it's not that pure. And then it hacks. No, it doesn't hack, but it's inserts itself into the compiling process, in the Maven process. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, but it's using LangJ4j. It's using Lombok, Quarkus. Very nice. Yeah, it's doing that Vaadin stuff. Hey, what Vaadin version is it using? 24.5.5. Is that really the newest version? I don't think so. I think Vaadin 25 is just released. Yeah, last month. But it's not the latest. It's not the oldest, right? So that's quite all right. Yeah, the API is not responding properly. Oh, okay, it's complete. Wow. Usually it really always gets a lot of requests. Can I do that? And can I do this? Today it doesn't do that. That is great. I have to export the OpenAI API key, but I already did that. So that's quite all right. And usually it asks me if I want to run that command. Today it doesn't. But all right, we'll do that on our own. Let's run Maven Quarkus dev. Okay, it's downloading all that stuff and compiling. Let's go back, well, to that great program. I will have to fix some bugs. Yeah, just a couple of things I have found out, but they were too short before my stream, so I didn't want to include them. So one thing is open code. I don't know if you know about that, but I found it pretty cool. So that's an open source AI coding agent. So it doesn't provide a model, but it lets you connect to a model like Claude GPT or GitHub Copilot. And that is actually pretty cool because the Visual Studio Code plugin for GitHub Copilot is pretty cool, but it's very specific. So if you have any problems with it, there's not much you can do. So with this open code editor, I think you have more flexibility, and that's quite impressive. All right, Archis says, I use open code with Copilot, but it was too slow. Now that is interesting that it's too slow. But I mean, what if we check the history? Sometimes it executes some searches or analyzes some files, and maybe GitHub Copilot, yeah, that client is better in doing that. So I think open code must implement some way to search for the right context files. Maybe that's more efficient or just faster, but not necessarily better, right? Yeah. But I don't know. I didn't try it yet. I installed it because it was very easy on Windows. You say choco install open code, and then it does its stuff, and then I can open it. But yeah, like I said, I didn't try anything yet with it. But it seems promising. Ask anything, and then yeah, it's connected to GitHub Copilot, but I don't know what it does. So let's just leave it. I just wanted to tell you people about it. All right, we have an error, so we just say there was a compile error. Maven. So it's usually, yeah, it's checking the terminal output, which is pretty cool as well, right? We don't have to copy and paste that stuff. Yeah, and that's what I was waiting for. So it's asking for permission to run a certain command, and we always have to allow that. And I really say allow all commands in this session. I didn't have a bad experience that all of my files are deleted or something like that. So so far so good. All right, and then it can try out on its own, read the response, and then adjust accordingly. Yeah, and that's what we want, just to keep it running in the background. All right, so we have the open code stuff. What I wanted to do also is, because I'm a big fan of Ollama, with which you can run your own models or open source models on your own PC. And if you have a CUDA graphics card like I do, then it's quite fast, but you can't store big. No, wait. I can't store big models in there because it has like 4 gigabytes, something like that. And it's really fast, but it's quite limited in the space. But I talk to people who have like Macs with huge graphics cards or servers specifically designed for running models, and then it's really fast. There's another tool that allows that. It's a VLLM. Also, I did not try that yet, but the cool thing about VLLM, what I found out is that you have a structured output. So if you want to have kind of like a regex to control the output, for example, it has to be JSON, then you can tell the LLM you want to have that regex, and you will get, it's only permitted to output JSON. And that's pretty cool. But I never used that as well. So there are lots of things I want to try out. But the news I wanted to originally say is that Ollama also allows running Claude code now, which is really, really cool. So the Claude code program, and that, as far as I understood it, is a lot like this plugin for Visual Studio Code, where you have a lot of commands to create agents and to initialize some repositories or some directories. You have commands for the tool, and then it does something specifically to your model. So it's like a user interface, yeah. And that's allowed with Ollama right now. That's pretty cool. Also, I have to check that out. I couldn't do anything with it yet. Okay, this is still working on the issue. That's impressive that it takes such a long time. Just to fix the basic premise of this game. Yeah, I don't know if it's, yeah, we can look at the game later on the code. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you people, because I found it pretty cool. All right, yeah, so far this repository is pretty empty. But there should be something. Oh no, I didn't publish my branch yet. Okay, gameplay example. That's cool. I didn't see that. This document shows a typical gameplay session with the AI RPG vibe application. And especially for this kind of game, I think a local LLM would be just enough. It doesn't have to be an OpenAI or Gemini or some other huge LLM. All right, exploring the world, location. So they are kind of commands. Give me the location, and then it describes the location. Talk, I need information about the dragon. Testing combat test. Combat begins. Very interesting. Yeah, so this is like Dungeons and Dragons. I never played Dungeons and Dragons. I played Pathfinder with a few guys from work. That was quite fun. All right, checking stats. Yeah, I wouldn't want that to be displayed all the time, and I thought it's designed that way right now. All right, so it's still working on the same error. Oh man, it's quite embarrassing, but not for me, for the LLM. And a lot of people will say, well, you're using Claude Sonnet 4.5, which is old and, I don't know, worthless. But not me. What really takes a lot of time is this summarization conversation history. So this takes a lot of time, but I guess it's useful. I mean, I understand that at some point the context window is not big enough to hold all the text in the context right now. So it does summarization, and then it can throw away all the chat history. I guess that's what's going on, and that makes sense. But again, it takes a lot of time. I don't know why. There's probably a lot going on in the background. A lot of output generated. But it's unfortunate that we can't see anything right now. So when we started, I think I had the same 42%. Was it the same of requests? I don't know how much we burned through so far, but it can't be a lot. Hey, what's going on here? Why do we have... we have examples. Great. Okay, let's just take a look at the properties. So we have that these Quarkus properties, which port to use, which is the name. Then Vaadin, that it launches the browser. That's funny. RPG, but it's AI RPG. Oh, sorry. That's funny. Okay, OpenAI is the AI provider. All right. Yes. Okay, so LangChain4j in general supports a lot of different providers. But since I only mentioned OpenAI and Ollama, it only included those in the dependencies, I guess. Here we have LangChain4j, OpenAI, and Ollama. So if you are using, I don't know, Google for that, then you just have to insert the dependency, and it would bloat up the whole dependency just to be able to use different AI providers. So that makes sense. Llama 3.2 is actually the one I'm always using, because it's just small enough to be run in the GPU. And 4.0 I think is really cheap, so that's cool as well, because it is using up my OpenAI API calls. So that's good. Initial goals. Oh, that's quite fun. I just don't... okay. So there are a couple of initial goals. Slay the Dragon of Mount Doom, rescue Princess Elena, stop the Necromancer's ritual, or find the lost artifact. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like the package naming, but we can change that later on. Yeah, and now we have that. Continue to iterate. Copilot has been working on this problem for a while, so it's basically questioning you, is it really necessary or shall we stop? But I wanted to continue, of course. No. Are we still getting errors? Yeah. Okay, UX says, I used a ZIDE with Copilot for small tasks. Grok code 1 unlimited was too good. So Grok was good as well. What's interesting about Grok is that it's completely free here. So you get 0 calls at the 4.0 as well. That's crazy. Why? Well, all right. I'll take it. And yeah, the haiku should be pretty fast, but doesn't present the best results right now. So maybe that's not the best option here. But I want to switch to Claude Opus at some point today and try if this works. Okay, so this is saying good, but it's not. Did it finish building? I'm not sure. I made this the whole text so huge so you can all read well. So now I can't read well anymore. Attempting to start live reload. Yeah. There are errors, and I think it's acknowledging that. Perfect. Well, great. There's a runtime error. Okay. So it says that the memory close. That's strange. That is really strange. What's going on here? This is a known issue with Vaadin Copilot. We don't want that, actually. And certain J&A versions. Let me fix this by adding explicits. I would like to disable the Vaadin Copilot. No, don't add this. Ah, you fool. So Vaadin has a couple of cool AI tools built into the development process. That means you can, while developing the app, we can see that later on, hopefully, if it's compiling at some point. Then in the UI, you actually have a button where you can say, well, I want to change this button into yellow, and then it simply changes the code, recompiles it, and it's just there. And that's pretty cool. That's impressive. But of course, it's using some Vaadin AI, some Vaadin call to the server, and that's what generates costs, and that's why Vaadin wants money for it, of course. And we don't want to spend any more money. We have GitHub Copilot for $10 a month. That's pretty cool. I have to stop saying pretty cool. All right, the application is now fully functional and can be accessed at HTTP. Is it running right now? Let's see. No, we want this one. Yes, it's not working. All right. Does it see the error? Nah, but it's still, it's over there. Okay, let's switch the agent, which should cause it to summarize again, but that's what we are here for. Check the usage of the Copilot requests. Yeah. I use for button color or any changes, I use screenshot and give it to Copilot. Yeah. That's what I did as well. So if you have any problems, let's try that. So we have a problem here, and we can actually make a screenshot of it. For this, of course, it's not a good use case, but if you have some errors in the visual configuration, then you can simply add the image here. That's amazing, right? And you can just say, well, there is an error. So Okay. And it will summarize again, right? Oh, I have to enable it. All right. Selected enable. Yeah, we're still 42.5%, which isn't a lot. But let's see. Now with Claude Opus, we are using 3 times as much. So maybe we will burn through that stuff faster. So amazing. So, it recognizes the screenshot, pulls the text out of it, and then realizes what it has to do. And let's see what it does. Is to use post construct. I have no idea what it is doing. Should hot reload the changes? I don't think so. VLLM. Okay, now it's done. Okay. Ah, very, very good. All right. We have some working stuff here. Welcome. Click new game to start your new adventure. New game. Ah, cool. Okay. And what I said about this was this is the Vaadin development kit, and you can say activate Copilot, and then now, haha. I never used that really before, but it should be straightforward, actually. I've got this. I have everything under control. Yeah. Let's say the button. Okay, yeah. Can we change the... Yeah. Add click listener is funny. Yeah, okay. But basically we can change the UI here with AI. Nice feature. So far so good. So this is already AI generated, as far as I can tell. I don't have any what maximize. Well, if this is maximized, then I don't know. Adventurer. Quest, stop the necromancer's ritual. Okay, the village square bustles with life, undercut by an air of unease that hangs like a storm cloud. I like it. Cobblestones worn smooth by countless feet as the adventurer stands amid the tension. Help! Help! Ah, okay. Oh, okay. This is a bit depressing because it's working. It's working fine, right? And if you are interested, you could see my series of programming almost the exact same thing here by hand, and it took me a lot of hours. And in the end, it did not work that well. And here we are, just having that. Okay, one thing before we continue, because I like Git, I want to have, and we have a running example. First running example, and I want to commit that. Great. Okay, what did help do? Available commands, general help, show this, yeah. But this is AI generated as well, right? We don't have any output. Where is it running? Where is this program running on? Yeah, we keep that. What are you doing? Stop this. Kill it. Yes. Let's open a new terminal and then no, the Maven Quarkus dev, right? Hey. What was that? Yeah. That's fine. We don't need that right now. Let's make sure it's not running right now. Yeah. Just doing nothing. That's great. Do your thing. What? Something about my processor. Okay. No, it was the right output. It worked. New game, but we can already enter an action. That's not the best thing. New game started. Exactly. Okay. We have our stats, and we can call help, and then it seems like help is a predefined command. Jump. What does it do? Before I'm even checking what works, I try to break it. The sunburst of energy adventurer. The name is adventurer. Yes. That's funny. To buzz with anticipation as if the very village senses the beginning of an epic journey. Cool. Yeah, but you see, if I type in help, the answer is immediate. So this is predefined, which is great. And let's see location. Okay, a couple of things. And because I have a couple of things, I would like to go to plan mode again. So, plan a couple of tasks. Okay, stream the AI response to make the user feedback more faster, right? Quicker, I don't know, better. Yeah, faster is fine. Scroll to the bottom of text window if new text is generated. I had that. Are there more things? Request the input of the hero's name in the beginning of the game. Disable all elements until a game is started, right? Okay, Jörg says, I make some website and Android apps, but not getting user how much time I spend and how I find good ideas or any remote tasks or any good platform available. Already tried Fiverr, up, not work. Well, I can't help you with that. That's not my area of expertise. But yeah, I think vibe coding is really impressive in this area of web development, because you can make websites so beautiful, so fast, and they are just working and maybe not even have any security issues, right? Yeah, and I want to have okay, make the available actions for the user as a drop-down. Or the user inputs free text. Yeah, it will do something, I'm sure. Yeah, that's really good. I'm really impressed. Sadly, I'm really impressed with that. Yeah, and that's where I usually go to my game and play around and wait for the response to come in. Yeah, what I forgot, I would like to have a GitHub Actions pipeline that creates me a well-made executable for all systems, because that's just so easy. It's incredible. So that's what I'm doing for all my projects now. Just ask the AI to create a deployment pipeline for GitHub. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, my great project here that we already saw and that worked flawlessly, I might add. I also created some GitHub page just because I can, and it's so fun. So this website was created by AI, and it looks so professional, and it actually not bad, right? So transform your voice into action. It doesn't do a lot of stuff. This, of course, is also AI generated by ChatGPT. So it says what it's using, what the selling points are, and it has also a nice download button. So yeah, I'm really happy with all that AI development, despite of my colleagues not liking it too much. Great. Okay, so I'm guessing it's doing the right things. Class selections. No. What? No. And now you start implementing with Opus 4.5. Let's see if we are good. Okay. Okay, we did use now 2% of the premium requests, which is quite a lot. Quite impressive. I think after this one, I'll go back to my Claude Sonnet. But still, for $10 a month, you can really play around with. Okay. But we didn't even get to the interesting part with the agents and stuff. So these agents have a system message with LangChain for chain. That's very easy. I love that stuff that it's doing. And then it can speak, it can react to player action, generate request. And where I really want to go today is that we talk to an NPC, and then maybe an NPC joins us, stuff like that. That would be cool for me to see. But still, this is such a big leap. I have a wonderfully working app without doing really any deep thinking. It's crazy. It's still thinking. I'm thinking about my premium requests that they will run out. Well, what can we do? What I really like, so this will show me the changes it did but I really like that we can drag our changes here, because sometimes this can be quite confusing, this view. It's really... Yeah, we don't see what it does, so that's a bit sad. Yes, what I wanted to do as well. So we pushed the changes, and while we wait, I wanted to show you one other thing. I don't know how new this is, but I never saw that before. No, wait a second, that's not it. There should be more. Yeah. And now there was a funny button. There's no button anymore. Okay, so it created a README, which is great. Damn it, I don't see that button anymore, but that's all right. Chat with Copilot. Yes, this one. This was the button. I think they changed it. No, that's not the right one. Issues. Can I? Give me 1 second, because not sure why it doesn't select the select the repository. So it doesn't show me the right repository. And I don't know why. Let's so here we have this repository, and maybe I yeah. I think I disabled this. Yeah, give me one second. I have to check that. I think that was my own fault here. Because you can specifically select repositories where you want the coding agent, and yeah. I can't show you right now. That's a bit of the problem here. Okay, but yeah, I fixed that so that there was a personal option, a personal setting to actually disable that new agent session. So right now I can talk to the AI and it will create an issue and a pull request for it, and that's pretty cool. But I would like to finish that one first, and then we can do one task online, basically. But what the cool thing is, at least in theory about this, is you say you want something done and it works, and then you can at the same time create another agent which has another task, and then they work on it simultaneously. But of course, at some point you have to merge it in development, in your main branch or in develop. And then there will be problems, maybe merging problems, but we'll see about that. Let's finish this one. Oh yeah, it says it's done. Okay, suggest an AI project to get hired. What? I have no idea. What? I don't know. All right, let's see what it did. Wow. What? That's this single file. It says it fixed the auto scroll, it created a hero name, it disabled controls until it gets started. Well, that's okay. That's all in the game view, I guess. Add action drop down with free text. That's great. And add streaming API responses. Why has that no check mark? We'll find out. Let's execute. I'm excited to see. So I keep these changes because I don't care. But I don't. Well, no, it could be that it's fixed. What? So it has. Hey, it suggested some kind of class selection, but I never said to not do it, right? All right. Please enter a name, select a class. Okay, so we have classes now, I guess. That's all right. But I would like to have that streaming API, and it doesn't address that at all, does it? Scroll to bottom. Yeah. Oh, God. I hate this. Well, if it works, you know. Let's just leave it here. Okay, let's go. We are, yeah. Okay, everything is disabled. We want to select a new game. A nice dialogue, wonderful. The hero's name is Johannes, of course, and he's a mage. I like, well, I should add a necromancer there. A powerful spellcaster, yes. I want to begin an adventure. Yeah, thick. Hey, that sounds an awful lot like the last adventure. Right, he has a strength, a lot of intelligence, quite a lot of agility. Yeah, well, your stats. Select an action or type. Now see, that's great. But well, okay, that's not perfect. So this is I think it's a combo box for Vaadin, which is pretty cool because you have to, you can type something in here, test around, and it's valid input. Oh God, what? It's loading. Okay. Johannes utters a cryptic incarnation. That's funny. That's really funny. Test around. Johannes test the boundaries. Oh God. Okay, so it's automatically inputting something, but we can explore the area. Yeah, and we don't have to type anymore. But what it doesn't do is scroll down. So the scrolling does not work. And this is also a bit awkward. But, okay. Okay, so, added some features. Okay, we push that. And now we are going online. Let's see, these changes should be there. Great. Great. So, what, yeah, stream the AI responses to the text area field to create faster feedback for the player. So, yeah, I don't know what it will use. Okay, and that's really cool. I love that UI. Okay, so it creates an issue with work in progress. We can select it, and it will create a description for the issue a bit better than I explained that. And then it will work on it. And when it's done, it will create a pull request, and we can just play around with it. That's for me, that's just my normal workflow, but integrated with AI, and that's such a cool thing. Reticulating goggles. So I saw it with Claude Code. Claude Code also generates some random things it does, some verbs, and writing it down. I don't understand why it does that, but yeah, waiting for clearance. So like that's the same useless stuff. I would want to wait a little while for that. Because maybe it's really setting something up that other environments also need. Take off soon, TM. Oh, guys. And then I want to create another issue where I say, well, create a deployment pipeline with where you, make it downloadable, executable for Windows, for Mac, and so on. But this is taking a lot of time. Let's see the logs. Okay, so these are better outputs, right? Okay, it really does set something up. The MCP server. Interesting. Linux. Whoa. Amazing. What? Okay. Not sure if this is working right, but I think so. I think this is all part of the plan, you know. Okay, it's processing the request. Unsafe domain entry. Okay. Yeah. Still running. But you know, the great thing as well is the same as with Claude Code. You can do that from your phone, right? You have the website, the GitHub page on your phone. You tell it what to do, and it just runs. And that's crazy. For me, that's really a crazy time to be alive, but so very fun. Great. Let's see about that. Oh, it's actually, I was wrong. It doesn't create an issue. It creates a pull request right away. Yeah. Check for minutes. Yeah, it's working, and then we just wait for it to be done. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so now it says about what's it doing. It's different every time. Yeah, and so it says it's using one premium request. Strange. I have a 45% left. Okay, let me run another agent. Yeah, on this one, implement and deploy a build pipeline for GitHub Actions. It should build an executable for Windows, Linux, and Mac, and create a downloadable release on GitHub for it. I want to be able to download the EXE file and start the application right away without installing it. Cool. So we tell him what to do. Yeah. Add build pipeline. So it even rephrases that for some reason. Text area, exactly. Then again, do we want... Nah, we shouldn't add something to the game view in parallel to this one. But this one really takes a long time. So 6 minutes for not a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, and I want to change the package name at some point. AI RPG is not a good name. This is still working. Okay, and if this is done, then I will conclude today's session. But this has been really fun for me. I love working like that, and I would really appreciate it if I can do that in a professional environment. But right now that's not possible, so I'm making some stuff in my personal time because it's just too fun. What is this? Oh yes, okay. These are my other tests that I did with another project, but these are the ones we just created, and they are running a real long time. What? All right, my cat is in here. I didn't know. But he's a good guy. Oh yeah, it's running Maven and trying if it's working. But that's interesting as well. So it set up a machine where Java is installed and Maven and stuff like that. Yeah, and now it's building somewhere in the GitHub area. Yeah, build failure. Interesting. Yeah, okay. That's the wrong Java version. That's funny. Okay, let me try my AI agent down there one last time. So tell me some funny joke at the end of a live coding with AI YouTube session. Deliver it. Now that was a weird prompt, wasn't it?
It sounds like you're referring to a humorous moment from a live coding session involving AI tools.
Well,
these sessions can often lead to unexpected or funny outcomes,
yes,
especially when AI tools make creative suggestions or when there's a playful interaction between the developer and the AI.
That's what we do.
If you have any specific questions about using AI in coding or want to know more about a particular tool, feel free to ask.
Oh no, that was wrong. I just wanted to tell it a joke. Just tell me a funny joke about live coding with AI. Here we go. Okay, so this is still working. And it doesn't want to respond. Why doesn't it work? That's so sad. Do we have any logs? I think I tried to add logs at some point. but I don't see any. It should be at the app, I think, but there's, well, app now. No, there's nothing. There's nothing. Very unfortunate, but I'll add logs at some point, and then we'll find out what's going on. Okay, this is taking far too much time. I thought this would be much faster. What about the other agent? 4 minutes ago, so is this faster? Or is it also still setting up all that stuff? Start Playwright MCP server, GitHub. Oh man, maybe Vaadin and the whole, maybe Java Vaadin is a problem here. I'm not sure why it takes such a long time. Yeah, this is taking too long, but you see where what I'm trying to get. Let's see. This one is from an AI game I made as well, but it's not with Vaadin. It's with JMonkey. I wanted to try that. So it did some things. It added some audio functionality. The pull request is merged. Okay. But yeah, basically, it created a pull request. Okay, so it wasn't a complete failure, but it wasn't a complete success as well. But I really liked what it did with a basic Vaadin setup and Quarkus and all that stuff, without a lot of work and without a lot of costs as well, right? But the really interesting stuff for me is really the debugging and adjusting, because in my experience, especially with images as well, with AI, is that if you get it right on the first try, you're good. But if you have any problems there, then you're really in a bad area, because fixing tiny things can lead to really strange outcomes. And I have the same experience with coding as well. So I think I'll try another one of these with refactoring that game, that application, because that's where a lot of problems arise. And maybe I'll try something like this Claude Code, or our open code, that what I showed you before. Okay, time to wrap this up, because this is still working. So thank you very much for watching. I'm really happy that so many people are still at least online. I don't know if they're watching. I hope you had as much fun as me, and I hope you have learned something, whatever that might be. And hopefully you have a great evening as well. Oh yeah, please like and subscribe. That would help a lot, because this is after all an online thing that many people should watch if this is good. If you enjoy it. Yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.